Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready. 10-2 start. Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Manning. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
64, Rick.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 17-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's Barry. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Go! 50, plant. General West. Hey, alert 3. Go.
Manning now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Go! 30 base.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Manning to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Check.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jackson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a first down.
Go!
On first down, it's Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On first down, Manning. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Squeeze.
Looking to throw on second down. Manning. He's got it to Hilton. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw again on second down. Manning. Throw left side complete. That's Barrett. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the run, this is Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Not today, you are. Not today. Now. Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Now.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey. Go. Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Watch the out. Like 22. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Hey, Charlie. Like 22. Like 22. Yes. Blue down.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I-7 on the ball.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Jackson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 60
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
218, chop.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Colts, first down.
On the double.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tight end right. Out. 3 down. Out. Hey, box drop. They go.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Into the red zone now. Manning. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
22's coming, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch twist. Watch it. Ready?
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. There he goes left side. He's at the 50, 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, we got 3 down. 3 down.
Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We call that.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Hey, Haywood. Watch the whip.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Manning. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run again with Jackson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a give, right side. Carmen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They run again with Jackson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's the Raiders punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fielded at the 20. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 60 or.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Watch safety crease. Watch safety crease.
On 1st down, it's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again this time to the tailback. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
30 base.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.